Hi Knights, how are you? It's Miss Shae coming at you again for Earth Day week. If you saw my post, then you saw that I am going to take you on a video tour of my functional, recycle, refurbished projects that I use on a regular basis out of recycled material to give you some ideas this week on how you can help the planet and create functional projects, everyday projects that you guys actually can use. So we are in my office, in my workspace, and this part of my workspace is where I store my recycled, refurbished, revamped jewelry that I make from old jewelry. I go to Goodwill and I buy their old jewelry, I take it apart, and I create other pieces with it. These are my rings. Let me set these to the side. Those are something else. These are my rings. If you guys can get a shot of those. I've taken these, the jewels and gems from other pieces, and I've created these masterpieces. Now, the thing that it sets in was a recycled frame, some cardboard here, and these pieces under here, which holds the rings, were old curling rods or curlers, the foam curlers, and we wrapped them in felt, glued them together, and now we have a ring holder. Isn't that great? All right, and I use this every day. I'll put my rings in there and I'll pull them out when I want to wear them. So we move this way. Here's some more pieces on the wall here from some of the recycled jewelry that I've used. And back here, I love this piece. This was taken from an old project board that was laying around the house and some old ribbon, and I created a space where I could hang my earrings after I made them. These are also some of the pieces that I've used recycled jewelry to create new pieces along with some wiring and things like that. So we are going to move out of my office into my sewing space. And this space is where I do some sewing, so excuse the junk because I'm moving stuff around, but I wanted to show you some pieces in here that I used recycled material. I'm so proud of my little project board or my organizer board. It was a metal shelf from another piece of outdoor furniture and some project board, black project board that I had laying around to go with my pink and black theme. And we created an organizer for my Post-it notes and other things that I need in this area to help keep me organized. Also, this piece here is one of those sushi rollers that I repurposed into a wall hanging and decorated with stencils and things like that in order to give myself the more of the Asian theme that I was looking for. In my sewing area, this is my piece de résistance. I don't speak French, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And this is my sewing caddy that I made, and this is an old bottom to a trophy piece that we took, some wood we had laying around the house, PVC pipe and pink duct tape, and some old dowels from another project that I put together, and I made myself a nice sewing caddy. I think it's nice. I love it. I use it all the time. Okay, so we are going to move downstairs so I can show you some of the projects that I've created that are pieces I created that are down there, and also move into the area of gardening and how we can use some of our recyclables that people throw away to our benefit. Stay tuned. Hi, we're back downstairs now in my foyer, and I wanted to show you a couple of pieces. Over here, I want to show you, these are some of the boxes. That's going to be our part of our project for this week. We're going to make a fort and make functional, recyclable furniture and items to go in our fort. And you'll once again see my tribe and some people you might actually recognize as LFP alumni and students help me get this out. Now this piece was old muslin material that was sitting around the house, and I put that together with some stencils as a hanging piece for my mom in memorial of all of her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. And so she hangs this in her house. I have to add some more names and some repair to it, but that's one of my pieces I'm super proud of. Here we have a storage bench. My husband and I took an old twin headboard and footboard and created this functional storage bench piece that you can sit on. But it actually lifts up into a storage bin. Hi again. All right, so here's where I do my magic with my gardening, but I wanted to show you how we use things that people throw away to benefit the earth, to lessen our carbon footprint, and to lessen the trash, the amount of trash that we throw away. So what we do is we take our to-go, some of y'all recognize this, salads to go, some of our to-go items, instead of throwing them away, we use them not only for this, but we also use them as storage in our refrigerator. So we don't have to buy from the store. We just use these and store our leftovers in these and put them in the refrigerator, and they work super well. And then, but for this purpose, we use them as a greenhouse. Now, something like this, you can purchase something like this, a pre-made kit like this, for about $10. Here I had dinner, plus more, and yeah, I'm gonna get more and over a benefit over and over again from it. So yeah, I think free is always good. So we put our starter seeds in here, and the greenhouse, this works as a greenhouse to help them grow. So this is one of the things. Also we recycle our coffee tubs, and once they come from here, I plant the seedlings, once they sprout, in here to give the roots some more freedom, give them a little bit more growth before they go outside into our actual raised garden. So we use these. I also use these jars for aquaponic purposes to grow and root clippings off of my plants in order to keep my plants. I use these are my clippings from my plants where I want to get more out of them. So I clip the tops, let them root like this in these glass jars in the window, reuse them. This one, I don't know, it's not doing too well, but we'll see what happens. And then I use these. This is Moo. The creamer holds the creamer, and then that's a gravy ladle, but I don't use them for that. I use them to sprout my roots off of my clippings. Now, this is another piece of the resistance. My husband created these. That's why these bottles are sitting here. And this is also a greenhouse to where you can put the soil in here, plant your seedlings, close that up like so, like so, and like so. And then you can pour your water in through the top, and you can sprout your seedlings through here, and it's a greenhouse. You set it out in the sun, or you put it in the window, and it has, you know, gets enough sunlight. Also, it's transportable, which I love, I love, I love. So listen, those jars, those bottles, those things that you throw away, you can reuse those things and save our planet some trash and be less on trash. Now, my last thing is this cooler right here. I love my little cooler. I have two of them. And I was like, how can I get me a composter without having to go buy a composter? It's portable. Instead of having the one where you shake, I can shake it up and shake it around, throw my little scraps of veggies and paper and things like that right there. It's sealed, no smell, no nothing. Works wonderful. Another way to repurpose something that you're not using anymore rather than throwing it away. So you might be thinking, well, Miss Shae, what does this have to do with musical theater? Well, I'll tell you. Thank you for asking. So if we would have had our play, then we would have had to make props. We would have had to make props and costumes and different things like that. And we can reuse cardboard boxes. We would have been using cardboard boxes. We would have been reusing scraps of material. We would have been reusing plastic bottles and so on and so forth in order to create some functional, recycled and refurbished items that we could have used for our props. Think about that next year. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there for you to create, be creative, work with your parents, and create something this week that will help save the planet. Because a healthier planet means a healthier you. So nights, get creative, get to working, build something wonderful. Oh, and by the way, wait and see what I've got for you on Friday. Me and my tribe are going to build a fort using recyclable items. Till next time, be good. Bye.